if we're going to pick these up because of the sunshine. But there are 3 hares on the field. And obviously old Stalky Boy. But they're absolutely massive. Now I'm on the John Eddleston fields at Billinge. I've come to stay with my auntie last night, and I thought I'll bring Cooper out early because it was so hot here last night and yesterday. And come on, pretty boy. He's managed to chase me away. Now, when I was a kid, all of these fields round here, it was farmers' fields. We used to play for hours in them. You know, you could come ride your horses round. They were like cornfields. And they got a, it's gone now, Coops, come on. They got a grant from HLF. Anybody who doesn't know, it's the Heritage Lottery Fund. And they've created, it's a beautiful, like a nature reserve walkway. Cooper, leave them, do not. Come here, you don't chase hares. And they have built playing fields. I mean, this area, there aren't, you know, it's very, very rural. So I'm going to guess that these fields are used by schools from, you know, out of the village. And obviously for the local kids, but I mean, Billinge, when I was a kid to Billinge now is completely different. As most places are, it's still a village. But yeah, I've not been on here because, you know, I don't really come back. Excuse me a minute, I'm going to have to wipe the lens. There we go. But it's just so nice seeing something's been done. I mean, I love the countryside anyway. Cooper, where's your ball? Where's your ball? Oh, there again, losing his damn ball. You know, I'd rather things are left rural, but if you can kind of enhance things. Come on, we're going on this field, come on. In a way, then that's even better. So, you know, as I said, we've got this field down here. Shh, disturbing the silence, it's 5:30, you knob. Quiet. Go. And this has just enhanced the area because, you know, it was ploughed and it was farmed. So now you've got all this basically untouched woodland. You know, there are trees and so on that have been built, and so although there are 3 playing fields, so that's the one at the bottom, this one I'm on now, we'll come to another one in a second. The surrounding area has been returned to woodland, so, and to nature. You know, they've got ransom strips all the way around the fields, so, you know, for little creatures. Come on, Coots. So, you know, although it's this isn't that natural, having a big open space, it's better than intensive farming. So I just think it's a nice touch of the area. I was out walking with my sister yesterday. We just went where we used to play as kids, but she didn't mention this. She probably didn't think to mention it. She's not an avid walker, an outdoorsy person like me. So it probably didn't click with it. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if she's never been up here. She's not very adventurous, my sister. Where's your ducky gone? Oh, there we go. Have I ever explained to all of you why all these toys are called duckies? So, my old dog Murphy had you know those quacking ducks from Pets at Home? So it looks like a duck. When you shake it or squeeze it, it goes like whack, 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 whack. And when he died, I just couldn't, and I got Cooper. I thought, no, this was Murphy's last toy. I'm not letting him have it. But I thought he'll love it, so I got him this duck. And we used to, with Murph, we always used to call it his ducky. So I started to do the same thing with Cooper. Your ducky. But he, in his wisdom, has turned everything into a ducky. So whatever toy he's got, or a stick, whatever he's been playing with, you call it his ducky. Where's your ducky? Get your ducky. So I get some very strange looks sometimes. So yeah, I wasn't sure if I told you about that. So let's just throw his ball, and then carry on with his walk. So we're coming off the second field here. We're in the direction he's going to. They're the allotments at the top of Billinge. So come on, mate. Right. We had just been in the woods, but it was too dark to film really. So I thought I'll do it out. I'll do it out here. But it's lovely. There's not a soul around, and it's lovely and cool. He's getting a chance to run around and not overheat because it was so hot last night. We had to sleep with a fan on. I hardly got any sleep at all. It was just too hot. Yeah, so when we were kids, this is where we'd walk the dogs, and gangs of us, we'd all come out, big groups of us, and come out for the day. Like people don't do that anymore with the kids, but a big gang of us. If we weren't out with the horses, we were out with the dogs, and you'd come out and you'd walk for miles. And we'd find somewhere like this, and this field, as I said, it used to be a crop field. It was corn. They'd grow, not corn, wheat field. So we'd kind of make a little den in the middle of the field so nobody could see, because the wheat got really, really tall. And come on, Cooper. Oh God, get your ball, bloody Nora. Come on, keep going. So we'd kind of hide in the middle of the wheat field and have butties and. Sorry, to the non-northerners, that's sandwiches. We'd have like sandwiches and crisps, and we had pop. And we just, it was really good. Come on, because the next field, we had a lovely time as children, but we'd be out from, especially during the summer school holidays, we'd be out from like really early in the morning and probably only come back when we got hungry. There used to be a rule that you had to come back before the street lights came on at night. Well, we were never, or 9 o'clock, whichever was earlier. So during the summer, so we were always in at 9 o'clock because it's not going dark here till 10:30, 11. Where's your ball? Go on. Duck. Good boy. So, and then this is the third field. And this is more used for things like cricket. Cooper's stalking birds, and I've parked out on the little road down here. But yeah, so I thought I would just show you one of my haunts when I was growing up. Obviously, when we moved down to England, and like Crank was my stomping ground, Crank and Billinge. Not to be confused with the Billinge near Blackburn. I believe there is somewhere called Billinge there. That's not the same one. Come on, Cooper. But yeah, it's a lovely, lovely, quiet, very rural area. Very expensive round here, though. Normal, average, salaried family can't afford to live in Crank. It's mainly, as I said, it's mainly farms. My Auntie Irene used to own a farm down on King's Moss Road, which is the really posh end of Crank. Come on, I mean, she's long dead now, bless her. She was still driving a car and she couldn't see, but because she was a friend of the doctor, he kept, in the UK, and for those people who aren't here, once you get to, I can't remember if it's 70 or 75, but you have to be checked by a doctor to make sure that you're fit to drive and you can still see and all the rest of it. Well, Auntie Irene was as blind as a bloody bat, and she had glasses on that were like the bottom of milk bottle bottoms. They were so thick, like Mr. Magoo glasses. She was as blind as fuck, and she shouldn't have been driving. Well, she was like in her 80s, and the doctor was her friend in the village, so he just kept passing her as fit to drive. And she only ended up stopping driving when she pulled out of the farm right in front of it was a milk tanker, and he ended up down in one of the ditches. So after that, her licence was revoked. She didn't see it, and it was this fuck off great big milk tanker. So yeah, one of my tales of childhood, very funny. So yeah, right, we're at the end of our walk now, so I hope you've enjoyed this little trip around Crank with Cooper and I, and yeah, I'll be back at the Fylde Coast tonight. He knows he's going home now and he doesn't want to go, so yeah, we're back on the Fylde tonight. and I will catch up with you all very soon. So whatever you're doing, have a lovely day, stay safe, especially in this heat, and keep your pets well watered and in the shade. Alright guys, see you later. Say bye, Coops. Hey boy.